arms out and up to mountain. Exhale, swan dive into a forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep out and up to mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find your center here. We'll move on into our balance section. So you'll root down into your right foot. Go ahead and roll that foot around on the ground so you can feel out all four corners. Lift the toes and then just drape them so we have no weight on the toes. And then to move into either a tree or a yogi toe stand, we're going to start out, if you're doing tree, you're going to take the left foot to the right ankle, calf, or thigh, always avoiding the knee. If you'd like to try the yogi toe stand, you're going to take the top of your left foot, place it on top of the right thigh with your left knee pointing toward the ground. Everyone starts with their hands together at heart center. And my trees are going to inhale and work on growing your branches, maybe even taking your gaze up toward the ceiling. Yogi toe standers, you're going to put a slight bend in your right knee. And on your next exhale, you're going to forward fold so your fingertips touch the ground and you squat down over the ball of the right foot. From here, you'll work on taking maybe one hand and then maybe both hands up to heart center. Just balancing on the ball of that right foot. If you'd like to try a little more, you might even try growing your branches up. Breathing here, finding a focal point to help you balance. And then go ahead and yogi toe standers, you're going to take your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, lift your hips all the way back up. Bring your palms back together at heart center as you slowly roll up out of the toe stand. Trees. Inhale, stretch those fingertips up a little higher, palms touch. And then everyone exhale as you bring your hands down through heart center and release your left foot to the ground. Go ahead and give your right foot a good shake. So then we do the left side. Go ahead and root down into your left foot. Find all four corners again, lift the toes, drape them. And then whatever you did on the opposite side, you're going to mirror on this side. So take your right foot to your left ankle, calf, or thigh for tree pose. For yogi toe stand, top of the right foot on top of the left thigh, pointing the right knee down. Everyone starts with hands together at heart center. And then trees, go ahead and grow your branches. Yogi toe standers, put a slight bend in the left knee. Forward fold, bringing the fingertips to the ground. Squat down over the ball of the left foot. And then work on bringing one or maybe both hands up to heart center. And if you've got good balance here, then you might challenge yourself by growing your branches as well. And yogi toe standers. Go ahead and then bring your fingertips to the ground. Inhale, lift your hips up high. Hands stacked together at heart center as you roll all the way up and out of that pose. Trees, stretch your branches a little bit higher, palms touch. And then everyone, go ahead and bring your hands together at heart center as you exhale and lower your right foot down. Good. So then our second balance pose is going to be Dandiyamana Janu Shirshasana. So we'll start similarly. You're going to root down into your right foot, lift the toes, and then drape them. And then you'll inhale, lift your left knee, make a basket around that knee with your hands. And so this is level 1 of Dandiyamana. For level 2, you're going to take that basket around the ball of the left foot. And for level 3, you'll inhale, kick that foot out so you've got a straight leg, and exhale, aim the chin for the shin. Everyone breathe. Inhale, and then exhale, fold the knee back in, and then go ahead and let the foot come back toward the ground. So we'll do a side view. For the left side, you're going to root down into that left foot, toes, drape them, and then you'll inhale, lift the right knee, make the basket around that knee. For level 2, move the basket to the ball of the right foot. Level 3, kick the foot out, straightening the leg. And then exhale, bring your chin toward your shin and breathe. Inhale and hug the knee back in. And then exhale, go ahead and lower that foot down. So let's do a sequence. This is going to be moving from a headstand, a tripod headstand, up, down into crow, and then you'll float the feet back. So actually we're going to start in a wide-legged forward fold. So for those who are just working at this level, I would try breaking this sequence down and practicing on your own several breaths in each pose before you try wrapping them up together. So we're going to start with a wide-legged forward fold. So your feet are going to be slightly wider, or a lot wider, than a leg's length apart. Whatever it takes to get the top of your head down onto the ground. So I'm actually going to move this way so that I have room to do this. So you're going to take the feet wide apart, make your toes slightly pigeon-toed to help with your balance, and then take your hands to your hips. Inhale and puff your chest up toward the ceiling, and then exhale, come halfway down, pause here, inhale, and then exhale, fold all the way down, take your hands to the ground. If your hands don't reach, maybe you're working on bringing your fingertips to the ground. But when your palms can touch the ground, then you're going to start working your hands back so that the heels of your hands are in alignment with the heels of your feet. And then you're going to begin sinking down. So your elbows should form 90-degree angles like chaturanga arms. And then the top of your head will touch the ground. And then from here, you can inhale and lift your feet up so that you come balancing in a tripod headstand. On your next exhale, go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. Let your knees come down to the top of your arms, so the tricep region. And then you'll go ahead and lift your head off the ground, coming into a crow pose. Inhale, and then exhale. Shoot your feet back, coming into chaturanga. And then you can do 5 push-ups. Oh, and then go ahead and lift your hips up high into a down dog. Look forward, put a slight bend in your knees, and inhale, float the feet forward, coming into half forward fold. Exhale, and sink down. Inhale, sweep your arms out to the sides and all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that is the full sequence. And now we're just going to break it down pose by pose. So starting with that wide-legged forward fold, we'll do kind of a beginner version of each one. So spread your legs out wide. Take the toes slightly pigeon-toed. Hands to your hips. And then inhale, puff your chest up. Exhale, come halfway forward. Pause here. Inhale. And exhale, sink all the way down. If your fingertips touch, great. If your palms touch, great. And then begin walking them backward so that the heels of your hands align with the heels of your feet. And then work on sinking down and bringing your arms into a chaturanga type position. And just breathe here. And then go ahead and move your hands to your hips. Bring your chin to your chest so that you don't get dizzy as you come up. Inhale, come halfway up, pause here, exhale. And then inhale, roll all the way back up slowly. Exhale, and step your feet together. So the next pose will be kind of a modified headstand. We'll actually start with the forearm headstand, and then you'll be working up into the tripod headstand. So you're going to start for the headstand on your hands and knees, and then you'll bring your elbows directly beneath your shoulders, interlacing your fingers so you make a basket with your hands. Take the top of your head, place it in the basket, curl your toes under, and inhale, lift up your hips, maybe take a step forward. So this would be level 1 of the headstand. Level 2, you're going to walk your feet forward so that you begin to line up your hips with the rest of your torso. For level 2, you're going to be working on the egg shape. So you might lift one foot up and then the other, tucking your knees into your body so that you make an egg shape. For level 3, you might try lifting one leg at a time, or you can go for both legs all the way up in that headstand. And you'll just breathe here. And then to come down, you're going to inhale, and then exhale. Let one set of toes drop down, and then the other. Bring your knees down, and then use your hands to walk yourself back up. For crow pose, you're going to start by squatting. For beginners, I recommend that you squat on top of a block because it'll help get your knees up higher on your arms. Then you're going to come down into a frog-like squatting position. Here's a front view, your knees on the outsides of your arms. So take your hands directly beneath your shoulders, knees to the outsides of your arms, as close to the armpits as you can get them. You're going to press your knees into your triceps and your triceps against your knees, so you're applying counter force to create stability. Inhale, and then exhale, lean forward, making 90-degree angles with your arms. And then you might begin to lift one set of toes and then the other up off that block, bringing your full weight onto your arms in a crow pose. Breathe here. And then when you get ready to float, take a big deep breath in, and then as though you are releasing an arrow from a bow, on the exhale, shoot your feet back. Inhale, come up to high plank. Exhale, drop your knees down. And inhale, use your fingertips to walk yourself back up. Good. So we'll do a few forward folds. And then we'll get onto our backs to the relaxing portion and then to Shavasana. So just creating a little bit of flexibility in the legs. Go ahead and take your legs straight out in front of you. Flex your feet. Sit up tall and inhale. Lift your arms up overhead. Your gaze is at the ceiling. Exhale. Forward fold. Reach for the balls of your feet. Inhale. Elongate your spine. Exhale. Aim your chin for your shin. And breathe. Go ahead and release your grip, and inhale, use your fingertips to slowly walk yourself back up. Spread your legs wide in a V shape, and then inhale, lift your arms up high again, and we can go two ways here. On the exhale, go ahead and come down. You can do the passive version, and once you get your fingertips all stretched out so your spine is elongated, then go ahead and just let everything sink and hang heavy for the passive version. For the active version, take the yogi toe grip, which is your index and middle fingers around the big toes, and then complete that loop by locking the thumb around those two fingers.